No, I don't hate Balboa, but I pity the fool, and I will destroy any man who tries to take what I got.
What's your prediction for the fight, then?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on HBO pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
What's up, college football fans? Catfish here. We're bringing it to you live from the Volunteer Roadshow Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're bringing to you the second fan face-off, FFO 2. We have on the show Pigskin Pete. How you doing, Pigskin Pete?
Good afternoon, Catfish. How you doing, man?
We're doing real good. We also have on the show the world-famous Lawtide, representing the Crimson Tide. Welcome to the show, Lawtide.
Body care Catfish, hammer down out there in Las Vegas, Nevada, baby.
Well, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos, but if you knock your opponent out, you need to go to your corner and wait for my instructions. Y'all got that?
Gotcha.
Got you, buddy.
All right. Come out swinging. Ding, ding. We're going to go to you first there, Pigskin Pete. Since you're the visitor outside the SEC, kind of tell everybody how you feel your season went. Tell us the good, bad, and the ugly.
Well, the good is we're defending national champions against your Alabama Crimson Tide. We lost to Deshaun Watson, who is arguably the best player in Clemson history and probably the best player in the country for the past 3 years when he was at Clemson. And we've still managed to finish the season 12-1. ACC champs, third year in a row. Listen, this is becoming an annual thing between these two teams here, meeting up for all the marbles. And if you want to add, if I'm being honest here, I believe that this is the de facto national championship game. I believe the winner of this game will go on to win it all. That's just my opinion. I know Georgia fans out there and Oklahoma fans don't want to hear that, but these are the two best teams in the country, and they have been for a while now.
Well, I'm going to go to you, Lawtide. Kind of tell us how the Crimson Tide season went in your mind, and tell us the good, bad, and ugly.
Well, the good was we started out beating those criminals out there down there in Atlanta, GA. It started out real good, and season there we go, was off and running. Thought we'd come out real strong against Tennessee, beat y'all pretty good, and went on down the season there and had some tough games. Come up, had some injuries, which I'm not gonna say that's an excuse or anything, but we had a rough season there at the end, and struggled with LSU, struggled with Mississippi State, got beat by Auburn, but here we are, we're 11-1. A lot of people don't think we deserve to be in this. I think they're wrong. I think we're one of the top dogs in the country right there. I mean, if not better than Clemson, right there with Clemson. Last year we played a classic football game. I don't know why we can't play another classic this year. We played two classic football games. Been high-scoring football games, been the entertaining football games, and it's what America wants to see. So I'm ready to get it on.
Well, we're going to go to a break, and we'll get to the meat of this contest after the break there. Hello there, SEC fans. Catfish here. I'd like to tell y'all about an opportunity I have for y'all to help old Catfish raise some money for the worthy cause. I'm going to be putting some packages together for the homeless that I see out here on the exit ramps and at truck stops. And in these packages, we're going to have some necessities, bottled water, toiletries, and snacks. And I'm going to be giving them out as I see these people that are down and out for whatever reason. And many of these are veterans that have served our country proudly, and they've been forgotten. So Christmas is right around the corner. You can help me by ordering an SEC Tiki Totem, and they'd make a great gift for the SEC fan and your family. They're a great value at $34.95, including shipping. So order yours today. All you have to do is send me an email at volunteerroadshow@gmail.com, and I'll send you an invoice through PayPal where you can use their secure payment processing using your major credit card or check. So thank you for helping old Catfish out, and if you get your order in soon, it might just make it there by Christmas. Welcome back to Volunteer Roadshow Studios. We've got Pigskin Pete and Lawtide. Pigskin, we're going to start with you. Tell us what you expect out of the Clemson Tigers here at the Sugar Bowl coming up this January.
Well, I expect a dogfight. I expect the same thing that we've seen the last 2 years between these two teams. Here's the thing. Clemson's front seven, Alabama's front seven, even Georgia's front seven. But let's just keep it with Clemson and Alabama right now. These are the three best front sevens in the country as far as the defense goes. You're not going to score 1 million points on these defenses. I don't care who you are. Even if you're Oklahoma, you're not going to do it. The fact of the matter is, in my opinion, that Clemson has a better offense than Alabama does. That's why I'm giving Clemson the edge in this. I think Kelly Bryant's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Listen, I was arguing with a Bama fan yesterday. He was telling me that Jalen Hurts has only lost 2 games and that he's SEC Offensive Player of the Year last year. That's great. I'm sure he's a great kid. He's a great football player, or he wouldn't be starting in Alabama. He's not a good quarterback. He's just not. And if Alabama fans don't come to the realization to that, they're just lying to themselves. I think a lot of Alabama fans actually agree with me on that. Listen, there's a lot of skill on both these teams. Clemson just, as far as the offense goes, compared to Alabama's offense, they outmatch them. The defenses are a wash. They're the same. But I expect it to be a really close game, and I expect Clemson to pull out another close one.
Lawtide, let's hear what you expect out of your Crimson Tide and Nick Saban. What do you think they're going to bring to this game in New Orleans?
A big old chip on the shoulder, bigger than that Howard's Rock down there. I'll tell you that right now. I look for Alabama to come in this football game with a big chip on their shoulder. Lost the national championship in a few seconds there last year on a pick play, I might add you. But
that's a rub.
I do have to disagree, saying that, you think Kelly Bryant is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts because, 13 touchdowns and, 6 picks is not better than 15 touchdowns and 1 pick. I'll give it to Kelly Bryant. He can run the football, and he does probably throw a better deep ball. But as far as being a better quarterback, I don't see it. Jalen does everything he can do out there to keep us from losing a football game. Last game he played against Auburn, I don't think he showed his best. But, hey, everybody has a bad game. It happened to Clemson against Syracuse. So, I think Alabama's going to come out, going to bow up and punch Clemson in the face and let them remember who is the king of the damn mountain. And we're back to come get our throne, and that's just how it's going to be.
Well, that sounds like y'all both have a lot of confidence. Well, this is the round that we've all been looking forward. This is where everybody can really trash talk and bring out why they think their team's going to win. And we're going to give you the first opportunity, Pigskin Pete, to tell Alabama Nation what's coming their way here in New Orleans. So bring it to us and put on a show for us.
Well, I'll tell you what's coming. You've got a coach in Dabo Swinney who played at Alabama. Did Nick Saban play at Alabama? I don't think so. So we got the coach that actually knows what's really going on there. Listen, Nick Saban's a great coach. You guys have been the kings of college football now for I don't even know how long, 15, 20 years, whatever it is. But we are the new kings on the block. Everybody knows it. Here's the real funny thing about Alabama fans. They want to talk crap about Clemson, and they want to talk about crap about Dabo Swinney. The minute Nick Saban retires, how old is he? Like 75 now? I mean, the guy's about to retire in a year now. And the first thing that happens an hour after he retires is you guys are going to be begging for Dabo Swinney to come down there because you know that Dabo Swinney and Nick Saban are the two best coaches in the country. Listen, they don't play no offense over there in the SEC. They want to pretend like they do, but they don't. And Clemson has an SEC elite-type defense and an ACC elite type offense. You can't match us. You can't outscore us. You can't play with us. The dynasty will be exchanged, if you want to put it that way, coming January 1st in New Orleans at the Sugar Bowl. It's a new era, Clemson football all day.
Well, you heard what Pigskin Pete had to say, Lawtide. Tell Clemson Tiger Nation what they've got coming to them at January 1st in New Orleans, Louisiana in the Superdome.
Oh, they got a saying up there in Clemson, all dirt roads lead to Clemson, but that road down to New Orleans is going to lead to an Alabama ass kicking. Now, I could care less about how good those offenses are in the AC when you struggled to win with North Carolina State. You lost to Syracuse. Syracuse didn't win a football game after they beat you. You got this secondary back there that's all beat up, like they can cover anybody. They don't stack up to our secondary. Your front seven's good. I'll give it to you. You got some meatheads on there on that front seven. I'll give it to you. But our big boys are going to push you around all night. We're going to run off tackle. And don't forget about Bo Scarborough. Before he broke his leg, I think we had that national championship sold up. And you can talk to a lot of fans about that, and they'll tell you what they think about that. But, we got a stable full of backfields. We're real salty. We're ready to go. And all I got to say is come on and get you some, Clemson, because here comes that A train. You better get off the track.
Well, you heard what he had to say. Do you have anything to respond to that, Pigskin?
Oh, yeah. So it's funny you mentioned the loss to Syracuse, because last year we lost at home to Pitt, and we still came up there and whooped that ass. The other thing is, you know what? Here's the fact of the matter, man. Your secondary, or our secondary for that matter, we don't have to have a secondary because Jalen Hurts can't pass the ball. So I could be playing back there at cornerback, and I can make an interception on Jalen Hurts. He doesn't know how to throw it further than 10 yards. Every throw he plays is throw he makes is behind the line of scrimmage or 2 or 3 yards up the field on the sideline, and he hopes somebody can run down the field with it. If he doesn't, he tucks the ball and runs. So, listen, we don't have to have a secondary. Syracuse is not relevant in this conversation. You hadn't played anybody all year that was any good. And when you played them, you got beat by Auburn, the same team that Clemson beat this year.
Well, Lawtide, let's tell everybody that watches the Volunteer Roadshow what's your reaction to what Pigskin just said.
He's living in dreamland. He's up here talking about things he don't know nothing about Alabama. He wants to talk about Alabama like we're just a regular old ACC school that they've been beating up on all year. They want to talk. He don't want to say nothing about Syracuse. They want to hide about Syracuse, but LSU, a team that we beat, drugged them up and down the bayou. So don't get up here and talk about saying, oh, Syracuse ain't this and Syracuse ain't that. Oh, and we lost to Pitt. Yeah, y'all be ashamed you lost to Pitt. Y'all be ashamed you lost to Syracuse. You want to call yourself a damn blue blood and beat your chest? Nah, you got a long ways to go, boys. You got a long ways to go. And y'all going to find out on the first because Alabama's going to come down there and put their crimson foot all in y'all's butts. And there ain't going to be nothing you can do about it. And if you don't like that, I only got one thing to say to you. And that's Roll Tide Roll. One time. Up. In. This. Woo! Video chat, baby.
Well, everybody just got to hear some pretty convincing arguments by both these guys, and I'd like to thank them for coming on the show, and I really appreciate that. And I want everybody to go in the comments section and vote for who you think won this friendly, not so friendly battle, and the winner will be announced just before the ball game. So go ahead and vote. And thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. We're going 15-0. I promise you that.